Hi, I'm Exis, and this is Hearts of Iron 4. By Blood Alone, we're playing the German Reich with expert AI. And today we're gonna see if we can finish Greece off. We've actually made it through the hard part of Greece, which should be possible. And we might send someone over here to help with Egypt. Rommel comes to mind, of course. And we need to prepare for the inevitable invasion of the Soviet Union. And this is mostly on the logistics front, because we don't have the logistics to support a full-scale invasion. Nowhere close to it even. I think we built this railroad over to Kustrin here, and that kind of opens up a main route through up this direction. So we need to continue expanding it up. And because we've built this one, we should be able to just select here and upgrade. That should upgrade the bottleneck to level 3. Well, I hope so, at least. We're gonna have to bump these up. So yeah, you can see the 3 here. And that means we'll have a level 3 railroad going all the way up there. And we'll do the same thing here, I think. Here it looks like it's taking some weird route. Or it's going by the sea. Yeah, by the river, this stretch here. If we press, it should upgrade it to level 3. It still seems that we should be not going on the river here, right? No, we should be going by the railroad. No, we still want to be in here. These are sometimes a little bit hard to click. There we go. So that should be level 3 all the way down to Lublin. And of course we want to do the same thing up towards, well, probably Allenstein that is supplying these areas, right? Should be. Let's make sure that we've got level 3 connections up to both the Allenstein and to Mammal. And to press that one there. They are on the same branch, so that should be fine. We don't have any supply hubs down here. This is usually a really bad supply area. And where is the supply coming from up there? That was a really weird route. Or maybe don't have any good connections across here. Maybe we should, since we've got the level 3, kind of want to have these coming out from... Oh, of course, they go back to their supply hub. But we want to hook into our supply network as well here. Krakow's going to be good. Maybe we want to build a connection across here then. Let's go that way. That one just get downgraded. Okay, so we want to upgrade that one to 3. And this one to 3. And we will upgrade this one to 3 as well. So we get the supply down there. Question is, how do we get supply up here? It's a really long route, that one. And this one through the mountains isn't that good either. We probably do need the supply down this route. Truth be told, it's probably closer to build from, would be 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 provinces. I think it's a lot longer that way. We'll build a new railway across here, I think. Maybe if we go, maybe go from here. And put that one up to level 3. Probably want to have where do the railroads hook in, and that's closer to where the railroads hook in there. Can't see their supply hubs when we're in the construction screen. If we go out and we do it this way, we can. We're gonna have to pick up this one, and we can upgrade the railroad there. That should be fine. We've got one right across the border here, and we got Lvov up here. And Bialystok. There's a little bit more up to the north here. That should be fine. We're going to knock all of these up to the top of the queue. Railroads are pretty quick to build. Even if there's a lot of them to build. Probably still want to have just the crack of radars. Now we want to have both radar stations up at the top. That should be fine. Now we kind of go from the wrong side to the right side, but that's fine. Alright, got a combat against their carrier fleet here. Would be so nice if we could start hitting their ships a little bit. Oh yeah, the carriers are out of organization, so they read all the fighters there. And we are of course retreating because it's a way too big fleet for a couple of submarines to go about. We did manage to sink a light cruiser down here with our aircraft. That's nice. Did lose a lot of aircraft to do so. That's still a worthwhile trade. Wonder if we should be able to cross there now. No. Doesn't look like that is gonna happen. Let's move that one over. I'm guessing the Italians will go through there. Didn't really mean to unpause there, just to see what was happening. We are completely out of manpower, but this is rectifying itself. We are mobilizing again. These should be able to deploy soon enough. We are going to go in and design a new submarine though, because we are missing a few of our Type 2, the short-range submarines. Let's call this the Type 2B. Slot in an engine and a torpedo tube. And this is a super cheap submarine, and it's got abysmally short range. But they're fine. We don't need very many of these, so we forgot one thing. We obviously want these to have an icon so that they reinforce the proper fleets. We probably don't need that many. Let's just put 10 on order. Something like that. We'll pop them up a bit. These should be fairly quick to deploy. We'll put them in the Baltic Fleet where we've got these cheap submarines or older submarines operating. Let's change these to the proper icons. We can see what the fleets are doing. I think we might also want to deploy the fancy ships, Deutschland and the Admiral Scheer, out to the... probably they can go so far. We can probably, let's check our trade routes with the UK. We go in here again, we can go in on the intel, and if we go to enable intel, we can see where their convoys are traveling. So they are importing oil from down here. Looks like it's just supply, no resource. And they've got some supply route going down here too. That's the French, could be. And this one too. Yeah, it might be a good idea to put one in here. We could put another one in the Damara Gap here. Or we could try to patrol down here at South Africa. That would be fun too. Yeah, let's go down here. I want to have both of these task forces. Convoy raiding, Damara plane. Oh, are they still? Oh, they had their missions. Maybe we can do it that way. Yes, we can split them up. And we do have submarines hunting in this gap. I think that's fine. And they do have naval supremacy in most of these places, of course. What do we have for traits here? retreat decision chance, probably don't need that. Chance to receive, that could be good. We do have the power for it. We want to increase the attack of these two. He's operating with capital ships, of course. And we've got Herman Boen, who is patrolling with the long-range submarines. We don't really need that one. We don't need anything there either, I think. Our naval commanders are okay. And nothing we can do there for Enrishi or Ebonot Hell. Do we have anything for any one of the other ones here then? They haven't done very much combat, have they? No, I think this is fine. We still have a missing portrait for Rundstedt. And oh yeah, there was one more thing we want to do here. We did put the midget submarines into production, but we want to go in and design another aircraft. Just a small quick one here. We want to start off with the improved small airframe, and we are going to be designing a close air support based on the anti-tank cannon. So we're going to have 2 anti-tank guns there. We probably could actually keep the cannons there and the rockets, truth be told. Now let's remove the cannons, I think. We don't need radio navigation on this one, I think we would rather have drop tanks for the extra range. We actually get more range from the fuel tanks. So I think we will do it that way. We keep the armor plates and self-sealing fuel tanks. And we can keep the rocket rails as well. So this will be a pure close air support. And as much as that would be a very fun thing to build, this is going to be the Heinz 29. And these were built with French engines after the fall of France. So that's what we're doing. And we do need to select the different pitches so we don't mix them up. Don't think we've got anything that's similar to the Heinz here. Let's see if we can find something that's at least a little bit here. It was a 2-engined aircraft. We'll put on another engine there too, I think. Okay, this doesn't really matter that much. I thought we had one. Let's just pick this one then. Now we probably don't need to have the engines 3 on this one. What's the difference in that's 4 production cost difference? Can we even get away with? No, we can't get away with engines 1. Engines 2 we should be able to get away with. We want to do this because it adds some extra range. So we can actually get somewhere. This should be, oh yeah, the ground attack is 19 then when it's doing close air support or logistic strikes. And this is more in line with what we actually want to do. And yeah, of course we don't have any good close air support 3D models. So let's save that one. And we'll put them into production. Let's get rid of all these ships. And maybe the tanks as well. Let's move it up. And we'll put a few factories on this and it'll sort itself out eventually. What are we currently putting our factories into? More aircraft. We're going to need a lot of those. We also seem to be running a small shortage of some resources, so let's make sure that we are stocked up on resources now. We're not getting the full amount of there, are we? Yes, that's fine. Chromium I think we can do without. That's just building capital ships. And it doesn't really affect their finishing time. Let's see if we can... probably can't break these just yet either. and see if we can, what happens if we try to take Strasbourg. And I think we might want to move some more close air support into this region. What do we have? We've got, yeah, we've only got these old bombers here. Do we have anything new? We've got a few of these. Let's make sure that we have all of them there instead. We don't really need them down here. Put another wing down there, and we should have another one there. And they will fly close air support instead. And these will turn close air support off, so that we only have actual close air support aircraft doing close air support. We should have one more wing off here, maybe. No, that was the other ones. Maybe we can have enough to actually put down another wing. Just enough. But we don't have the manpower for it. Alright. Well then. And these railroads should be constructing fairly quickly. These ones that don't have very many short stretches. Some of these are going to be more of a pain. And the UK declares war on Iraq. So of course was something that they did do. And Iran, they started invading in this area to prevent Germany from it falling into German hands. At least Iran. Let's see what we can do here. We want to have someone who's... Maybe we should go with Otto here. Or Sandra. Double agent, American nationality. And we've got a one that's British here too. It's an escape artist, a safe cracker. That's quite let's go with Paolo here. We can maybe swap Paolo over to Birmingham, and we can bring Alicia back out from here. Elisa, maybe? I don't really know how to pronounce that. Where do we want to put this operative though? Probably want to put another one down here in the Soviet Union. And Marie probably... I probably want to keep Marie up there too, truth be told. Can't really gain any intel over in this region. Doesn't help us. That would help us a little bit. This might actually connect these areas and help us gain intel a little bit quicker. We'll see how it goes. I'm thinking we want to try to run at least one collaboration government with the Soviet Union. Otherwise it's just going to be a really long slog through there. So we can invite Iraq into our faction. And this is probably the best thing for us to do as well. This to make sure that the UK can't piece them out, of course. So let's invite them in. They would probably get defeated anyway, but just to make sure that the UK is paying the price for having invaded them, of course. Okay, so let's bypass the troops there then we can. Now we want to cross over there and push, and then push up this direction too. Let's see if our motorized divisions can dislodge these here. And Iraq of course helps out. That doesn't seem to be going really our way. That's not really the kind of infantry you want to cross a river with though, or a strait. What are they fighting? Oh, there were convoys there. These are Oh, they're British submarines. Maybe we should be moving some of our... I've got the heavy fighters here. We could of course be doing naval missions as well, but we do have all of these tactical bomber wings up here. Let's move these down to Sicily. They should be able, they should have the range to at least do some kind of missions around here. Oh, okay, yeah, everyone's gonna join up in the war against Iraq now. Alright, so we are in position here. Oh, these can't do naval strikes. Can we do strategic bombing then? They've got Malta here, so that's not entirely unnecessary. We'd like to actually train our pilots up a little bit, if possible. We want to keep these on that there. Just shift click these, they can get to train a little bit. Got a couple of night fighters here. Let's at least training up. They probably got some reinforcements there. What are these? These are our Heinkels. They can probably do with some... Oh, they are currently active. We've got our coastal ones down there, and our... They must also be in there, yes. They are in active combat. And they are training up. Where did we put our Wolves? I thought we deployed a few of them. No, we just deployed a couple of new BF-109s. Okay, so we should have more close air support here now. Do we have air superiority? We do that too. Let's select our tanks and see if we can make a better dent on them here with some dedicated close air support. We can probably go in here and we'll put them... It's weird that we can't see them. We put them on a day and night. Let's see if they popped over. They did. That means they can... we're allowing them to come in here at night too and do bombardments. Just gonna see if we can use our air force to bomb them out. I'll keep that up for a little bit. Iraq wants to give us infantry equipment. No, I think you need that yourself. Yeah, they're not going to be long for this world. Do we have anything to get across there with? And the Italians have liberated Corfu. There we go. And these 4 divisions we want to keep on this border here. Let's just make them plan an assault out towards the islands there. Probably won't be able to take Crete just yet. We don't really have the naval invasion capacity now. Maybe we could airdrop someone in here though. We'd need to get some submarines in the area. Where are you? If we put you on hold and move you out this direction. That's where the Greek fleet is. Maybe we want to be here instead. We can at least look. Let's see. We know that the Belgians have 1 division here. And odds are actually that that's the only one. I captured a Japanese operative. That's weird considering they're our friends. I think we might actually be able to run a paradrop mission here, as was done in real life. So we do have a few of these divisions. Now we want to have them all selected. Control H to get them to cancel their orders. That would be nice to have the 6 divisions, but we've only got 5 of them. Closest airport is here. Make sure that they are in position. And that is looking good. Let's see, we need to find our No, not these. Transport wings. They have been severely depleted. We don't have any... They can't reach. Heavy fighters can be relocated over there. Don't need to run air superiority here anymore though. No, they don't have any fighters there. We will withdraw these. They can also train for a little bit. We'll have to move them up to Soviet Union. We still got a little bit of time there. I wonder if... Yeah, probably not. And these are... the ones we're moving over. Alright. Tactical bombers. That might be working. Okay. So let's redeploy everyone over in this direction. Transport wings need to be situated here before we can actually order our paradrops. They look like they are here now. And we will paradrop there, of course. 2 divisions. We will paradrop 2 divisions there. And another 1 division there. And just let them all arrive here. Okay, so we finished the anti-Comintern pact. Interference by the Communist International in the internal affairs of the nations not only endangers their internal peace and social well-being, but is also a menace to the peace of the world. We will ask many of the non-communist countries to sign the pact and make sure that we keep the red menace in check. And this, of course, really decreases our world, our opinion a little bit with the Soviet Union. It doesn't really matter, because next thing on the agenda is war with the USSR. Let's get that started, and that starts our clock towards Barbarossa. Lend-Lease from Slovakia. They want to give us, I think this is just ordinary infantry equipment. That's the only thing we have a deficit of. And looks like we are losing more than we are producing. That's weird. We're losing a lot of trucks to attrition. Manstein can probably move you up a little bit closer to the border here. Or might be here we are losing the divisions. It does look like they are almost deorged though. So what we want to do is cycle in our motorized divisions, I think. We do have a little bit more combat width, and we should be able to replace our panzer divisions here. So, Finland's defeat in the Winter War against the Soviet Union has left them reeling. The Soviet Union continues to pressure them with further demands. We have an opportunity to discreetly contact the inner circle of Finnish government and ask them to join our upcoming war against the Soviet Union. And we will, of course, contact the Finnish leadership. Everyone wants Finland on their side in the war. And the Finnish government has agreed to join our war. I see. And we finished the anti-partisan upgrade as well. Oh yeah, that was what we wanted to use one of our operatives for. Passive defenses, yeah, maybe not. Do we need more? How are we doing for decryption? We could do with we probably need more encryption as well. Now we do need the factories for constructing our railways though. So I think we will leave it as that for now. Maybe we'll actually reorder some of these so they are reducing the 5 we can bring down. Let's just put them in some kind of order here. That way. We'll produce all these quick ones as soon as possible. I think that'll be helpful. Oh yeah, we were looking at the at knocking out Strasbourg here. And we are just trying to break them completely with air power here. Let's mount a small assault. Oh yeah, we moved over the mountaineers here. Let's see, make sure that we are using them. That should be fine. If we can knock them out into 2, we'll get an additional bonus in both of these. We are making a lot of organization damage to them here. Bulgaria seeks to join the Axis, as the current upheavals in international politics continue to reverberate around the world. The Bulgarians have deemed us to be the greatest chance of survival in these tumultuous times. They therefore request to be admitted into our alliance, so that we may weather the oncoming storm together. And weather it we shall. Of course, we allow Bulgaria to join in. So if we... oh, where's that? It's all the way over here. And we can get rid of that one and this one. So the Axis have consolidated power in Europe now. This is really good. Let's have a small quick look down here on Crete. Actually, I think it was Cyprus that Germany airdropped on and not Crete. Nevertheless, we'll do it on Crete. Where's our small submarine? I could have probably left it in service around here. So Bulgaria joins the Axis. Earlier today, the German Reich and Bulgaria issued a joint statement that the latter has now been formally granted membership status of the Axis. Whether this partnership will be used for offensive or defensive purposes remains to be seen, but undoubtedly extensive joint military planning is already underway. We are stronger together. Bulgarian occupation granted. As previously agreed, we have ordered the transfer of control over territories currently occupied by the Axis powers and claimed by the German Reich, which will henceforth be administered by the German government. It was our part of the bargain. Thrace and Central Macedonia becomes Bulgaria, and Bulgaria becomes the controller of Thrace. Oh yeah, they get the occupation over the other part there. Okay, we do have a Greek unit around here somewhere too. I saw it here on this tile. I prefer not to join and not to launch on that one, of course. Let's just pop around the corner here and see. It looks like they are on Heraklion at the moment. So let's launch the other two. So we want to launch this one. I'm shift clicking the arrow down here and we can just start these two. Let's just quickly look how we're doing up here. We have been able to knock one mission out. Let's put the tanks back into combat there. This is a definitive win. And we've also been able to actually cut them off here. We should be able to reduce our garrison around here. The Mulhouse is hills, so we can use the tanks there too. We did manage to take the central tile here, which is mountains. And now, of course, we are getting this one. We get an encirclement penalty as well. That helps us greatly. We do have anti-air there as well. We are doing massive damage with our air force. Okay, so let's see when these launch. There we go. And I would like to drop these as well, but I think we need to select this order and we'll just drop them over there instead. If we can avoid dropping on top of units, we want to. And we want to have these, it can be there just a little. Actually, we could have used the glider planes to get some extra supplies down here. Doesn't really matter. Let's put these two on there. Let's make make a front line. Let's put all of these on this one and put a front line. Let's remove the 2 redundant ones. And the Kingdom of Greece has capitulated. That helped out in a different way. So Heraklion automatically gave in when they capitulated, or the Greek unit there. Alright, so we finished Concentrated Industry 4. And we kind of want to just keep doing everything here. I think rubber processing might be the way to go. We are nearly at the end of our rubber production. So getting that out early I think is good. And then we also need to do the oil processing, construction, and we need to do 2 of the fuel refining ones. Probably about time to actually do some of these excavation ones as well. We do have 2 more motorized divisions. These I think we're just bolstering up the amount of motorized divisions we've got in each Panzer army, or Panzer Corps. So Strasbourg will fall. Perfect. And we have I'll put Heinz Guderian there. And who more do we have up here? I got Manteuffel. Attack from this vector. I just want to do it that way. This one we've got mostly these, and we can completely scrap this one. And we will put all of these divisions back on there. So we got 72 divisions up on the front lines here. How many do we have here? 68. A little bit too few. But I think that's fine anyway. We've still got a few of these. Oh yeah, we still got all of these troops up there. We probably want to move at least one of these armies over to the western front here, just as a precaution if anything were to happen. So where do I want to put them? I can probably just tell them to garrison the coastline here. Let's just do it this way. Coastline, 32 divisions, yeah. So they won't cover every tile, but they'll cover enough of them. And then we want to, I think, move these armies upwards. We can probably keep these. And they can also be there. Maybe we should have made this into a, instead of having a general order. Backwards and forwards. We'll remove this order. Go in on Wilhelm von Ritter instead. Yes, this is fine. And we will secure the coastline this way instead. And it should be spreading out enough. Let's get rid of everything else here. We are severely understaffed for this task, but I think that's fine. And then we've just got some ordinary infantry divisions kind of guarding the borders here as reserves. We'll leave this to Italy. Rommel is now done in France, so we want to send him down to Sicily, and we will try to ship him across the Mediterranean. We can probably attack in there, there shouldn't be any issues. And we should be able to help out this attack here. No, we want to keep the garrison in Athens for now. Actually, we can probably scrap the garrison in Athens. Join this attack. That's one of these armies. And now they are out of... now they are actually suffering attrition here as well, so we can just wait a little bit and they'll become weaker. We finished assembly line production. This will give us production efficiency cap. I think oil is probably the next one. Question is, where is our oil coming from? We are getting 2.6k from refineries and 7k from oil. We are probably better off going with this one then. No, we want to go with construction first. I think that's more important than the oil. Do we have anything up here we need to join wars? Bulgaria wants to join up. They already have. We're missing a little bit of that. Yeah, we need to fix the resistance. What's the timer here? Yeah, we've got plenty of time there. We're getting everyone in position. How are we doing with our railroads? They are almost done. No, most of them are. So we should be... our supply situation should be looking better. This is a problematic corridor. And that's not going to get fixed until we take... probably not even when we take Bialystok actually. This is just hard to get supplies up to. Want these to join up there. Might help moving some of these divisions away from there. And these are... well, they don't need to be down there. What do we have for occupation laws here in Greece? Oh, we're not occupying it. We don't have to bother about that. That's good. That's a little bit of a shame, of course, that we aren't. We don't have the forces for it. Okay, so let's move Sepp up here. Now we can have Sepp down there, I think. Let's keep Manstein and Guderian up to the north. And where's our first goals? We want to take Brest-Litovsk, Bialystok, and Lvov. The question is, which one is our primary objective? Bialystok is probably going to be the easiest. We can pop through here. This should be an easy tile to get through. We should probably get an order up here as well. We'll go something like that. And we want to start planning this offensive, of course. And where else are we heading then? Moscow? Rundstedt's plans. Stalingrad, of course. And then we got Sepp Dietrich down here. I think we probably want to head towards Odessa. This supply hub is within close reach. That's where we're going. We probably don't want to move all the way up until we've got this one secured. But we can put the order in. Where more can we attack from? Yeah, this is across a river as well. I've got to be mindful of that. We're pushing this direction. We'll, however, have those... have them stay here in Bucharest for now. Rommel is heading down to Africa. And well, we can probably set Manteuffel and Guderian's orders as well. We probably want to hit north up here. We've got a supply hub there. So front line, and we can attack this one from 4 different directions. That's a really hard tile to hold as the Soviet Union. And once in there, we should be able to cross the river as well. And for Guderian, we will go for Lvov. And they need to finish off down here in France first, though. And maybe if we start softening them up with the Mountaineers. Okay, we didn't get all of them. You don't have to travel all the way over there, that seems silly. Question is, we got our submarine around here, don't we? There we go. There we are. Let's check up here if they've got anyone over there. Okay, so the Soviet Union cancelled their non-aggression pact. I'm not too disturbed by that. Okay, so let's have the paratroopers move over there. Maybe we can capture these as well. Because it looks like there is no one there. Turkey, of course, is not on our side. And this is a historical game, so they should be joining the Allies. We want to hit there and there. And drop 3 divisions there. And 2 divisions there. That should be fine. We should still have air superiority over this area. Oh, yeah, we got... This is still... The Dodecanese is still Italian, so that is fine. We're doing any kind of damage here with our... Probably not. We might actually be losing more aircraft here than it's worth it. Enemy buildings bombed. Absolutely nothing. No, 0.5. Okay, we are actually doing some kind of damage to Malta. Doubt that's gonna hurt the UK though. Moving these down here instead, right? Where we've actually got a better chance over here, I think. They should have to pass through with all their convoys here as well. They've only got Gibraltar as a base. And whilst here they've got Malta, which is more centrally located to hunt our submarines with. And of course we're still using this one submarine for other operations. I don't think we've got any other orders that we can initiate here. There we go. And we only have transport to drop 4 divisions at a time. It would be nice if we could take Cyprus as well. Let's pop down with our small scouting submarine here. What's on these? Where did they come from? Looks like we found a bunch of No. Oh. They've managed to deploy a bunch of them. That's nice. Might want to put these on just to see what we're doing. And these are super cheap, so they're really quick to build. 370 production cost compared to our standard submarines that cost 880, and the cruisers that cost almost 1,000. These are very quick to build. We're building them with a lot of factories to get them out there, and they should still be able to do quite a decent dent into the Allies, especially in places like the Mediterranean here where we've got bases everywhere. Let's move our paratroopers and our... So we want to cancel those, and let's move down here to Rhodos. Let's get rid of this order. And let's move our aircraft down there. We might have to drop from Crete actually. Yeah, I think we need to move over to Crete. We do need to move our heavy fighter wings down a little bit too. We can keep... Do we have an ace here? Not really. Wait, let's grab one. The BF-110s can go there, maybe. I'll keep these there. Oh, yeah, we need to reroute the paratroopers, of course, so they actually go to the correct place. This one should be on this line. Let's get back to Athens with you. Should be able to plan this assault. We get 4? No, only 2. There we go. They should be landing there. Okay, no, the British do actually have a garrison here. I don't think we're going to be able to knock these out. Let's just quickly go down here and check Malta. Oh, there's a big enemy presence down here. But we are managing to sink their convoys here anyway. That's a big... looks like there's a decent Italian presence there as well. How are we doing over in the Atlantic? Doesn't look like our big ones had 12 destroyed convoys there. 6 there, another 6. Nothing there. That's a few here too, 8 there. You are making a decent dent there. Could actually be on the verge of knocking the UK's convoys out completely. We check here, they have convoys. Look at this. They have... Oh, they are producing 8. Where's the convoys? Up here, 256. We are destroying more than they're producing 3 convoys a day, a month. We're destroying 21 a month. So we are slowly whittling them down there. Yeah, that would have been really nice, but I don't think that's going to happen. I don't think we've got the range from there. And this is just too big a garrison for us to take while landing. You need more or less need an empty tile to land in. My guess is they've got Malta garrisoned as well. Yeah, of course they do. It would be very unwise of them not to have Malta garrisoned. I think we will keep our paratroopers. Let's where do we want to keep them then? Let's deploy them here to Italy for now. All 5, yes. And we will remove these orders. And then at least we have them in theater when we need them, or when we are able to use them. Let's get the transports in there as well. And let's move these fighters up here. No, we can't base any more wings out of there. At least not until we have something of our own in position. Maybe these can stay back a bit. Oh, we're gonna need heavy fighters down here. Do we have any heavy fighters available? We have, we can add another wing of Junkers 88s. Would like to have another wing of BF-110s out. But we will do this. And this one, of course, needs to be in this air fleet. Okay. We have not managed to knock them out with that. Okay, maybe we didn't need them just there. Just make a full-scale attack here and see what we can do. We should be knocking them out sooner rather than later here. Just to clear this up before the war with the Soviet Union. Lend-Lease from Italy. They want to give us some infantry equipment. Why do they want to give us light self-propelled guns? Well, we will accept these. That's the last of the 2 motorized divisions. And this one, of course, needs to go down to Sicily. We can move them over to Africa. How are we doing there? We're soon done with the railroads. We're starting to build our ordinary queue again here now. Manpower is looking better. I've got lots of things that we are not using. How are we doing with the armored cars? We have 200 of them. What if we were to... How many do we need if we were to add one here? Oh, that's a mobile battalion, armored car. If we want to replace them all, we need 4,000 of them. Yeah, that's not gonna happen anytime soon. But we could do a duplicate. And let's see if we've got... Yeah, we got this one. So those are with armored cars. And I think... Actually, if we make one with only armored cars... Do it that way. It should only be 5 experience. No, we need to just make a completely new one then. And just there. Create empty. Now if we add mobile battalion, armored car, 5 experience. Weird, but that's the way it is. I want them on reserves. This doesn't really matter, I think. And we'll call this one military police armored car. And we're not using these anywhere. I can spend 5 experience for that, it's fine. Where do we have the highest level of occupation? Free France and Poland, probably. If we look at the resistance map mode, it's this one, the F6. You can see that Poland here would really do with some armored cars if we can get into maybe Warsaw here. That's a bad spot. Paris is probably on the rise here as well. And target is 43. Yeah, it's France has already added its target. But this is the area we're going to be focusing on because we're going to have to ship all our supplies through here. And then go to occupied territories and we check. If we were to swap all of Poland over, well, we're not going to be able to do that, I don't think. You can see here that the production cost per suppression is really high. We get a good hardness and very little manpower used for this, so this will save us manpower in the long run. And we can produce armored cars, that's not a big deal. If we just go in here, we should be able to just pick up Warsaw and swap them over. Okay, so they need 11.7. We'll see how many we are missing there then. Just to get a little bit of a hint, 700 armored cars are needed. Warsaw was a little bit too big for this. Let's see if we can find somewhere with a little bit of a lower footprint then. Don't think we're going to do that there. Let's try Poznan, that's close to home. We don't need as many here anyway. We'll start there. And we'll keep on producing these. It looks like one of our operatives have been... No, we got more people in, more subjects in. Oh, this is perfect. Let's see if we can get someone who's good at rooting out resistance then. Commandos. I don't think we've got anyone that's specifically good at that. American double agent could come in handy in the future. And then we will root out resistance in... We're probably better off there. I just try to lower the resistance here. So if we look here, we should be able to see the targets gone down to 37. And of course, with lower resistance, we should be gaining compliance a little bit faster here. Poland is what we conquered first, of course. I think this is the... We're not going to get more compliance than that out of these areas, I think. It shouldn't be growing anything more. We still have a decent amount in France. And the higher the compliance, of course, the lower resistance. And they kind of balance each other out. Okay, we got loads of new garrison divisions. That's really good. They want to give us a couple of infantry equipment. We can take those. Don't think we are in a deficit anymore, though. No, we've got loads of small ones there. 75 days, yeah, we need to up production a little bit of those. I think we put them fairly high up by factory. Yeah, we are upping production. Now we probably want to add more factories to this, though. But 14, yeah, we don't have enough there just yet. And maybe we want to add those there first. And then we'll increase these. We want to go over to, we want to make a proper military police template in a little bit. And they're all gonna cancel them. More garrisons. But I think that's gonna be all for today. So next episode we've we should be able to pull off Barbarossa. So thank you all for watching. Take care and see you next time.